Welcome to episode 945 of Apartment Hacker. This is Mike Burnham, Apartment Hacker. It's my mission to tease out human potential in the multifamily space. So I'm reintroducing a topic that I posted about a couple years ago. Let's say it's been 3 years ago now. And it is the idea of doing away with bonuses and commissions, be it leasing, be it renewal, be it PFPs, be it whatever incentives that you have put in place that are measured against metrics or performance KPIs or whatever there is. The program du jour, right? Pick your program, but do away with all of that and go after talent based on a pay rate that is equal to or in advance of the top pay rates for a particular position that you were looking to source for. I introduced this many years ago and actually polled a bunch of leasing consultants, and they were up in arms about it, right? If you go back and you find that post, I blogged about it and I did a video about it, but people were up in arms about that because they relied on those bonuses. And despite me walking through some reason and some logic, my reason being, or logic being, hey, look, I'm going to look at the last 2 years of your bonus payments, and I'm going to design a pay rate, a new pay rate, base pay rate minus the commissions based on the fact, or based on the idea that I'd take that number, I'd divide it by the number of hours that you worked in a year, so I'd come up with an hourly equivalent of what those bonuses were that were paid out over those 2 years, and I would increase your wage by that number. Now, that's not to mention any kind of annual performance bonus, or not performance bonus, but wage increase, right? Let's leave that aside for a second, but I'll just do a one-time adjustment up to the amount of money that you're going to make, and now it's guaranteed, right? It's not predicated on the ebbs and the flows of the leasing season. It's not based on or predicated on market conditions, but rather on just some solid math based on your performance for the last 2 years. We're just going to increase your base rate. People were up in arms, couldn't believe it, threw it out the window. Not a chance. You're not taking our commissions away from us. And then I put it out to the broader industry. Same thing. People poo-poo on it. People that I really, truly admire in this business just dumped on it. Just dumped on it. But I truly believe in my heart of hearts that we are at that moment in time where you can see it. There are companies like Netflix and like others who have just thrown that out the window. And now you just get paid a wage that is equal to or in advance of the top pay wages or pay rates for your particular position. And then you just do your job. And it gives the organization back a tremendous number of hours in the way of not having to squabble over figuring out who got that lease and did the paperwork get done right, or did we hit the KPIs, and none of that. You get all that time back, and you get team members who are not subject to all the conflict that is associated with that kind of thing. And despite what people are going to say, they'll say back to me, look, it's a mainstay in this industry. It's a staple in this industry. It's something been around forever. That's precisely why we should blow it up and do away with it. So my encouragement to you, I'm working towards this, and I intend to get it done before I leave this great industry. Work at a company where that just goes away and you just get paid well and you do your job. And if I need to correct a behavior, I correct it through coaching, mentoring, counseling, coaching up, and or you get coached out of the business if you can't do the job and create the results. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.